for me, kind of introduce myself and reintroduce myself to my customers. My name is Jamela Monanique Knight. I am the owner of Runway Conture. Some of you have never seen me because normally I'm behind the scenes, but here I am. So yeah, let me tell you a little bit about my story when it comes to the entrepreneurship bug. I come from a family that strongly believes in having your own. And the main person that put that in me is my mom, Gloria Blackwell. In 1986, my senior year of high school, my mother decided to open up her first location of daycares, Christian daycares, Blackwell's Christian Daycare, and eventually Academy. And I was just turning 17, so I watched my mother follow her dream and opened her business, and the only two employees were myself and my mother. So that got my feet wet. At that time, I didn't think it was for me because I've always been a very reserved and private person, but eventually the bug, it got me. So I guess in my first venture by myself, it got me in the retail and fashion game. Was selling purses. I was selling purses out of my trunk. I did purse parties. And then from there, I went into kids clothing store. Had a kids clothing store in Detroit, Michigan called Urban Rugrats. And then from there, I did a lot of party planning and things like that for my family. Whenever we had any occasions, I would decorate because that's my second love. Decorating, so I would do that, and I eventually opened up a company called Let's Party, and then from there took a little break, and then came back and opened a salon, and that was my first boutique inside, and it was originally named She Boutique. Shoes, handbags, a little bit of everything. And from there, I decided I wanted a full-blown boutique and go off into clothing, and that's where eventually Runway Conture was birthed. Waterfalls was a full-service salon. We had massages, any styling you needed, nail salon along with the boutique. Anything was a one-stop shop. I would say, first of all, I'm from Detroit, I'm from the D. So anybody that's from there, that's lived there, know that we stand out. We love to dress. And then the women in my life, from my mother to my aunts, they all were dressers. From the women I would see in church. I had a grandmother who you would never see her without her lipstick, her hair comb. Her presentation was always flawless. I learned about undergarments, and we called them foundations. So I learned about fashion from the inside out, as well as just being in the city that I lived in and watching the women. So as far as a fashion icon, I would say the women in my life. I've never been, honestly, a person who technically followed fashion. I just felt like I saw what I liked, I created my own thing and went with it. Yes, being unapologetically yourself, I feel like that's the real style, that's real fashion. When you wake up in the morning and how you feel is what you present. I also want to say this, let me back up a little bit. I think fashion and a desire to present well is something that I was taught, but it's also something that was in my blood. I am a child of adoption, and from what I've been told about my birth mother, Mary Ellen Mozang-Lett, that she was the woman that was always dressed. The stores would call her and let her know when new fashions were coming in. and she was impeccable from what I hear. So it's in my blood from Mary Ellen, and it is in my learning and my teaching and my upbringing from Gloria. So I just wanted to say that. And I feel, yes, that fashion is something that you feel. It's not just something that's on a rack. It's something that you feel. You may wake up one morning and you're feeling funky and you channeling Grace Jones and you want to be funky. You want to be, maybe you feel like a flower child and decide to do the boho look. It's just whatever you feel. And I think that we shouldn't box ourselves in a fashion box and say, okay, well, this is what's trending, so this is what I have to wear. I don't believe in that. I feel like it comes from the inside out. My passion right now, at this stage in my life, I would say is living free. And living free means to me, no bondage about what people feel, what people's opinions are on your life, that you can be free to be who you want. I'm also trying to live in being blessed, to be a blessing to others. I have deep-rooted, my faith is in God, and I believe that He doesn't bless you unless He wants you to bless others, and that's what we should do. I feel like I'm living in my life in a transparent stage where the gifts and everything that God has instilled in me is what I want to share with the world. So that's my passion right now. And eventually, there are going to be some projects coming that are near and dear to my heart and that we'll get into a little later. But right now, just being at peace. I'm representing for the women in their 50s that are looking 20, and that's the new 50 is the new 20. And I'm feeling the best I've ever felt in my life, and I'm just living in that. I'm stepping in that. Well, some things are going to be probably coming that go along with the business of Runway Couture. We were in the mall. We ended up having another location in the strip mall. So now I think we're going to do a styling studio. I kind of want to get more personable with my customers, as well as relaunching our online store. So coming soon will be a showroom here in Mobile, Alabama, where we're going to offer more styling services. As well as I would love to focus on some up-and-coming designers and showcase them. That's something we need to do in our Southfield, Michigan location. So I want to continue that. So if you know anybody, inbox us, follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, My Runway Couture, and let us see what you have. I also, something that's near and dear to my heart and that I am a product of, is starting a platform to discuss adoption in the Black community. So that's something that I want you guys to look forward to. It's something that we don't talk about a lot, and it's kind of looked at as a negative, but it's actually a very big positive. Like I said, I'm a product of it, and I'm proud to be a product of it and to be able to talk about it. Well, definitely. I'm a person who started back in business, being exposed to business at a young age. So I was used to kind of the word of mouth advertising and marketing, and I grew up in that. But times have definitely changed, and everything is online now, where you can just a click of a button to get whatever you want. So online is the way. It's strong and it's getting stronger. And I would say that those of us that are used to doing business, I guess the old school way, we definitely have to open up our minds to be able to constantly compete and reinvent ourselves. And definitely, I would say, if you can get your hands on a young, bright mind that understands the new way of the world and business, then make sure that you surround yourself with those people. There's some sheroes out there that I've been watching and that I'm learning from. One is, just to throw out a name, is Lily's Closet. She's an entrepreneur, young woman who's a rock star in this business. And like I said, I've learned a lot from her. I'm continuing to evolve. I think that's what life is all about. So I think that I wouldn't say the days of brick and mortar are over, but definitely you have to make sure that your presence is known and felt online. The world is your oyster. You can do what you want to do. Research. Learn what you need to learn to bring your business into the times. Once again, partner with some young, bright minds, because we don't know everything, and it takes a village, it takes a team to realize a vision. First of all, I'd like to say to my customers, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the support that you've given and that I know that you'll continue to give. From my beginnings when I first started in retail to the transition, moving here to Mobile, Alabama. You all have entrusted myself, my managers. I have the best managers in the world, by the way, Sean Treese, Jordan, and Julie Causey. They've allowed me to be able to be behind the scenes. And now I'm coming forward because I want to be more a part of what's going on. And it's stepping outside of my comfort zone, and that's evolving. But back to my customers, I want to say that thank you for entrusting us to get you dressed for the special moments in your life, from first dates, engagement parties, from baby showers to marriages to weddings, to business meetings, and to just Sunday worship. We want to thank you for entrusting us to get you ready for that. And we love when you come back and give us testimonials about how you felt that day in that outfit and how it made you feel. Because if you look good, you feel good, and that comes across, and that's what our whole meaning of this business is. This is just something that I have a passion for, that empowering women to feel good about themselves, because after all, the world is our runway in all aspects. We want to thank you, MattGraphy, for having us today to talk about our store, Runway Conture. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at MyRunwayCouture, on both at MyRunwayCouture. Like and share and tell others about us. After all, every day is a fashion show and the world is your runway.